In the early hours of June 13th, 2025, the world awoke to the news of a dramatic escalation in the long-standing tensions between Israel and Iran. Under the codename Operation Rising Lion, Israel launched a series of meticulously coordinated airstrikes targeting Iran's critical nuclear facilities, ballistic missile factories, and the core leadership of its military establishment. The operation marked one of the most significant direct confrontations between the two regional powers in recent years, and its repercussions were felt not only across the Middle East, but around the world. The primary targets of the operation included the Natanz uranium enrichment facility, widely regarded as the heart of Iran's nuclear ambitions. Explosions reverberated through the desert, sending plumes of smoke into the sky and casting uncertainty over the future of Iran's nuclear program. Simultaneously, Israeli jets struck the headquarters of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, in Tehran, a move that deeply shook the Iranian leadership. Among those killed in the strikes were Major General Hossein Salami, the head of the IRGC, as well as prominent nuclear scientists Faridoun Abbasi Davani and Mohammad Mehdi Tehranchi. The loss of these key figures dealt a substantial blow to Iran's military and scientific capabilities, raising serious questions about the country's ability to swiftly recover and continue its controversial nuclear efforts. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed his nation and the world, stating that the strikes were a necessary measure to disrupt Iran's nuclear ambitions. He accused Tehran of using international negotiations and diplomacy to stall for time, while continuing to advance its nuclear program in secret. Netanyahu framed the operation as both a preemptive defense and a warning that Israel would not tolerate a nuclear-armed Iran. The Iranian response was swift and resolute. The government in Tehran vowed retaliation, not only against Israel, but also against the United States, which it accused of complicity despite official denials from Washington. The United States, for its part, was quick to distance itself from the operation, emphasizing its focus on protecting American forces in the region and maintaining ongoing diplomatic efforts. Nevertheless, the specter of broader conflict loomed large as both sides braced for possible escalation. The timing of the attack could hardly have been more critical. Just days before, the International Atomic Energy Agency had censured Iran for violating its non-proliferation commitments, further straining already fragile diplomatic channels. The strikes also came on the eve of a planned sixth round of U.S.-Iran nuclear talks, casting doubt on the prospects for a negotiated resolution to the crisis. With trust between the parties at an all-time low, the possibility of reviving the nuclear agreement appeared increasingly remote. The immediate aftermath of the strikes rippled across global markets. Oil prices surged over 5%, reflecting fears of supply disruptions in a region that remains vital to the world's energy needs. Financial markets experienced turbulence as investors weighed the risks of wider conflict and the potential for economic fallout. Israel launches attack on Iran's nuclear facility. As the world watched and waited, leaders from around the globe called for restraint and dialogue, urging all parties to avoid further escalation. Yet the events of June 13th, 2025, underscored the profound challenges of achieving lasting peace and security in a region marked by deep mistrust, historic grievances, and ever-present strategic rivalry. In the wake of Operation Rising Lion, the path forward remains uncertain. The balance of power in the Middle East has shifted once again, and the consequences of this pivotal moment will continue to unfold in the months and years ahead. The world remains on edge, hoping that diplomacy and reason will prevail over the forces of conflict and chaos.